fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up, and then they got going on. Gotta wake up, bitch. Get up. Get up. Get up.
So with that pickup,
is that what you do to yourself every morning?
well, you got to sack yourself up. Some ways and how somebody got to get out and make this money. And I mean, some people use the Rocky theme. Some people use the Imperial March. Some people use that.
And nothing wrong with it.
Also, welcome to the Husky Bible number 122.
122.
Yeah, your usual suspects are back to spew for an hour and some change.
But this is a special weekend.
Why?
Before we get started,
Why?
I want to wish you
Oh God! Don't do that. No,
the original
no.
OG.
No. Don't be telling these people my private business.
What's your private business? I'm not saying what day it is.
Yeah. It was my birthday recently.
Happy birthday, Mr. OG. The original Husky.
Yeah, we're celebrating that my fat behind has been on this earth for 45 years. So I've survived for 45 years on this planet. Death and everything else that's tried to kill me, I'm still here flipping the bird.
See, that's a big accomplishment.
Stone Cold ain't got shit on me. He may be guzzling on them beers. I'll be flipping the bird still. Miss me, motherfuckers. Kiss my white ass. Kiss my white hairy ass.
Damn. So,
hope you get a souvenir.
It was hilarious. When I was watching, I think A&E. Is it A&E? Yeah, A&E has this show that they go around and they're trying to make this museum, like this Hall of Fame museum, about all the memorabilia about with all these wrestlers.
Oh,
so Mick Foley went to go grab some stuff. They made him go and see Austin and grab some stuff. And when he showed up, he's like, "What the fuck you doing here? What the fuck you want?
Do I owe you money?"
He's like, "You found me? Shit, I guess I wasn't hiding good enough." But it's just the way his face was like, "Yeah, motherfucker, what you want? You're gonna die here. Don't think you're going back home. You showing up uninvited. You know I got guns.
Motherfucker, you know I'm packing.
You know I got guns.
You know be packing. Don't be even playing. You better
that,
call somebody. This is 2023. You don't just show up unannounced. You call somebody."
You ever saw the movie Blue Streak with Martin Lawrence?
That's an old as fuck movie, but yeah, I kind of remember.
When he was in the car and it was he was driving with Luke. What was it? Luke Wilson. He was driving.
Oh yeah, that's the one that he pretends to be a cop, but he's actually an ex-con.
Yeah. So he's driving, and there was a busted ass car in front of him, like smoking and shit. So he throws on. So Martin Lawrence is like, you gotta feel your ride. So he's driving recklessly, and he gets behind this like busted ass car, smoking and shit. And he goes, "Move your busted ass vehicle. We got guns and shit." But just the way Austin looked at Mick Foley looked the same way. I heard it in my voice with Martin Lawrence saying, "We got guns and shit." Like, don't show up in here just not, just saying, "Oh, hey, hi Austin." Nah, fuck that. I don't know who you are. You driving up here with a minivan. What am I supposed to know?
They should have just started with like a gun shootout, like like shooting each other. Boom, 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 boom. Who you is? It's Mick Foley. Mick Foley don't got guns.
It's me, Steve. It's me.
Plus, Mick is. I apologize. I'm you and I are the last two person to criticize a person's physique, but Mick is kind of hard to miss.
Yeah, and especially now he's getting older.
Yeah, I mean, he did DDP for a while. He done lost like 30, 40 pounds at one point, but then he getting it all back.
You gotta enjoy retirement, man.
I know this you like.
It is a bad idea to ever run away or splash in front of a shark. While I'm splashing, you can see this tiger shark
Forget
continues
about the
to
shark
follow
thing,
me.
it's the end.
This indicates that I am prey. The better thing to do in this situation is going to be to face the shark head on, stop and make eye contact with it, and if you need to use your hand, place it firmly on top of the shark's head and continue following through.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
That kid,
Bullshit.
that kid deserves everything he gets coming to him as he's growing up.
The kid said it best.
That kid.
You got to use him for everything. Like,
Yeah,
you,
I mean, he's fucking-
you just get that whiff of that morning BS. You just cue the kid. A bullshit.
Oh, bullshit.
A bullshit.
That kid deserves everything. I'm telling you, everything.
So how's been your week?
Well, you know, I love my job now.
There's no irony behind those words.
No, not this time, man.
Whereas me, I just plead the fifth.
Yes, you do.
I just plead the fifth. Like they asked me, yo no hablo inglés.
Oh, shit.
Yo no hablo inglés. Me pique pani only.
Me pick a pan only,
I
okay?
only
Go-
pique pani. I no pique English. I pique pani only.
Yeah, well, that's where the most fucked up shit comes to you. Is when you pick a banner, okay?
Well, I got more expertise in the Spanish language than I do in the English. I mean, me being raised more times in DR than I've been actually here. This is actually this is gonna be close to the longest spell I've had in this country for a minute.
You know, I went back to see when we first started. You know, me and you've been doing this together for over a year.
I would imagine that it's been over a year.
I didn't feel like it. I looked. It's like, damn. Wonder how long we've been doing this. I looked back at that 2-hour episode that we first started with,
Oh my God.
and it was nuts.
Those are people that must be like, if you listen to that episode, you must be like entombed, like one of those people that had to go during COVID. And I don't mean to make fun of people who actually went away with the COVID thing. I'm just trying to throw that with community effect and failed miserably. Okay.
But yeah, I couldn't believe that shit. I think it was like June 17th or some shit like that.
Dude, I've been doing this since 2020. And
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, like, I couldn't believe it's been over
to
a
an
year.
audience
I'm
of
just like,
3, 4, sometimes 7 when Angelo comes in.
Well, yeah, Angelo just brings the crowd with
He
you
just
guys. I don't
brings
know what the hell
he
you
just
guys
brings the
are-
crazy peoples
Yeah.
with him. Because I'm like, compared to him, I'm crazy light.
Yeah,
I just talk a lot of trash, but he actually doesn't live it.
yeah, Angelo's on a whole different way.
Yeah, but Angelo is more tamer now than he was back in the day. I mean, I already told you the story where he got shot by a security guard at McDonald's in DR, and he just jokes about it, like, and he didn't get shot like by mistake. No, he actually provoked that fight. Well, he didn't provoke that fight. It was like the dude was talking smack to him, and then he spoke back to him. That's one thing that Dominicans see.
They can dish it out, but they can't take it.
No. What I'm saying, like, people talk about like this theory of evolution. You know, DR. You go to DR, that shit get disproven in 2 seconds. Because there is no self-preservation within them whatsoever. Like, you be carrying all the guns. Like, Deadpool and Cable carrying all the guns. You be in front of them, and they'll still say, like, what? I don't give a damn. I don't care. Shoot me, motherfucker. Come on, blow my brains out. I'm still standing, motherfucker. Come on with it. Bring that smoke.
It's crazy that you say that because it reminds me of that thing I sent you about Papi ain't no snitch. But it was like, yeah, these Spanish dudes, they don't scare for nothing. One day I went after him and I said, Papi, give me all your money. He goes, me give you money? I give you $5. That's it. I give you
don't
$5,
care.
and he walked away.
They don't care. They're like anesthetized. I don't know what it is. They're like Shit, since the day I was born, I was dying. If it gotta go today, I gotta go today. I don't give a fuck. You ain't gonna get what you want from me. There ain't no willing participation up on this side. You gotta do what you gotta do. I do what I gotta do, which is fuck you. It's that attitude. In Dominicans, they're like, do you understand that dude got a gun? I don't care. You're like, he gonna smoke you. I don't care. You got mouths to feed. Fuck him. That's the attitude. That is the attitude. I'm like, but I got responsibilities. Fuck responsibilities. We're gonna go throw down. We're gonna throw down.
Yeah, it's the funny shit because he also made a joke. He was like, you know, you go to a bodega, you got La Mega.
Uh-huh.
And then he goes, and then you go and you ask them, Papi, how much is this 40? And he don't answer you, and then all of a sudden he goes, Papi, why are you messing with me? You come every single day. You buy the same fucking 40. You give me $3, I give you 25 cents back. But today, you want to fuck with me. It's like, fuck. Shit, I'm going to go to the other place. And go ahead. You ain't bothering me.
I guess I would say Dominicans because I haven't dealt much with other Latin American countries. Yeah. I mostly associate myself with Dominicans because guess what? That's what I rolled with. Technically, I am one.
A little bit.
Technically, I mean the whole introvert thing kind of kills it, and also when they ask me like, you don't drink, like what kind of mutant are you?
Yeah, I get the same way. I mean, even though I'm only half, but I mean Italians drink too. They drink wine.
Dude, me Italians. No offense. And I don't mean this with no offense, but the Italians are basically the Dominicans of Europe. They don't give a fuck. They'll do what they gotta do. They will smoke anything that walks. It's like, what's the difference? Oh, one speak Italian, the other Spanish. Ain't no difference. Like, when them
Spanish and Italian is almost similar. So
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. And when the Italians go over there, they feel like shit. This is like right at home. They go to
go anywhere.
They're like, man, like people here just game. They just game for anything. They're like, we gotta die today. We die today. Like they go from zero. We're like, oh man, this is such a shitty day. To we're gonna die today. We're gonna die. I don't give a shit. I ain't got nothing to live for. I'll show you how I got nothing to live for. I'll show you right now. I don't give a fuck. That's how they roll. So this is basically the Dominican and Italian motto.
What is best in life? Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of your women. That is good.
Goddamn right. And also this.
Hoy presentamos Qué maldito calor del diablo que está haciendo en RD. Hoy presentamos.
It's true. Un calor del diablo. I mean, it's been raining in the last few days. Still hot as hell.
Yeah, it's nasty out there.
Oh,
I don't
God.
understand it.
I'm gonna be in trouble this coming week.
Why?
Because as you know, as you already alluded to, put the cat out of the bag that it was my birthday this weekend. But it's something that I like to keep on the down low because I don't like calling attention to myself.
I kind of was like, I kind of knew that, so that's why I was like, I'm surprised he didn't text me after I did the group chat. I was ready for go and be like, yo, what the fuck?
No. Look, I don't mind people knowing about it. It's just know it out of your own volition, not because it came out of me. Because
it came out of me.
Because if it comes out of me, you like better knock on wood or play the lotto that day.
Damn.
Because
you did put it on Threads. I should have freaking. I should have played the lotto that day, man.
Yeah, if I announce it's my birthday, like you better play the lotto that day. Like, okay, someone broke the Matrix. Somebody done broke the Matrix. Neo lost all his powers today. Neo got fucked today. We just stripped him all of his powers. The Matrix has been fucked. We played all the money today. We played all of it. All of it. All of it we're going to play today. So, so this was a weird weekend because the pastor of my congregation was not there. He took a vacay, deservedly so. And so he texted me this afternoon after service, and he hasn't come back yet from vacay. He was like, "Oh, happy belated birthday." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And then I was like, then I thought about it. Oh, crap. He knows. That means automatically half the church is going to know. And I kept my mouth shut all weekend. Oh, yeah. And these people are going to be pissed.
That's the moment you knew you were.
Yeah. So I was like, I would appreciate if you I'll be like, I would appreciate if you keep this between us. It's too late. We got something for you ready for next Friday.
Kidding me?
I'm like, oh shit.
Before he even texted you, happy birthday.
I would imagine. No, dude, people have given me rides for church this whole weekend. And I would imagine, like, he sat in my car and didn't say
this mother.
You selfish son of a bitch. You self-centered son of a bitch.
You let me drive you all weekend.
I've been driving Miss Daisy all weekend, and this son of a bitch.
And you punk ass didn't say shit.
And this son of a bitch ain't saying shit. I'm gonna slap him the next time I see him. I was like, hi, boom, a kick right in the nuts.
It's gonna be like
thank
Bernie
you for telling me.
Max.
Thank you for telling me that was your birthday last week and you didn't say shit.
You punk ass bitch.
Like, well, we ain't good enough to celebrate your birthday. I was like, I thought it was my birthday. Shut the fuck up.
It ain't yours. It's ours. But you were just born that day, okay?
But I thought it was about. Shut the fuck up. It ain't about you. It's about us getting your free card under your name.
You ruined
and Christians can't get their free card like people outside. So the only thing we get is cake. And you robbed us all to eat cake. How dare you?
All we wanted was a slice.
We only want a cake, and you didn't tell us. But now we get belated cake, but it's still good.
Okay. I'll take
it's still good, but we're still slapping you though.
We like Bernie Mac when he goes through the train station.
Yeah, I think I got it here somewhere. I mean, where the F is that?
Excuse me, sir. Do you know?
Pow! Oh, here it is.
I'm from the Athlete's Foot family.
Brother, hey, can you get my demo tape to somebody?
Yeah, I'll give you a demo tape to someone.
No words, just fist. Just bitch slaps flying around. Whoo, Jesus. Oh, well, I'm looking for the other one that I got around here. Where is it? Oh, God, I had to even take my glasses on because they got all foggy. Here it is.
I don't take no shit off of you. You lying through your fucking teeth. I know it, you know it, and this fucking hoe know it.
Come on, leave him alone.
Yeah? I don't take no shit off.
If you had a chance.
That's Morgan Freeman right there.
Damn, I heard that.
Bitch slapping a woman right in front of Superman's face.
You don't give a damn.
The balls.
You don't give a damn.
The balls. So something interesting happened. Yeah, we know we got to mention wrestling every damn week. We got to mention something wrestling. But this is like a very...
Win space for this thing, so...
I ain't got no money, have you? I had a red cent sent to me. I ain't seen Abraham Lincoln sent to my ass. How about you? You be holding out on me?
Nah, no. I'm a sharing dude. So
anyway, so Eric Young is a wrestler, a veteran wrestler. He been signed to WWE for like 5 months ago. He came back to WWE. He was in Impact Wrestling. It tried to do a second stint in WWE, but there was some conflicts of interest happening because 5 months ago, we all know what happened in January. Vinnie Mac came back. And that kind of
remind us.
And that kind of put the kebab on the whole thing. And the dude was like, "Yeah, I don't want to work with him." He straight up said,
"Really,
I don't want to work with this dude because his ideas are asinine, and he likes to use his minkia to brush it up on anything that has 2 legs and a hoochie in the middle." So I don't want to work with this dude. And WWE were like, "Well, sucks to be you because he's the boss." I'm like, "Well, I'm telling you, I don't want to work with him." I'm like, "Well, there's the door. Don't let it hit you in the ass on your way out." Gave him a 90-day complete clause. And what I found interesting is that the same day that you find out the news, guess what? That's the same day he comes back to Impact. I'm like, how convenient. This dude did not.
He didn't waste any time.
He didn't wait no time. It was like, got fired, thank you, I'm out. Already got the door open on the other side. He didn't waste no time. Did not waste any time.
Well, needs to put food on the table.
Yeah. I mean, on Friday, I took off Friday and I went to the mall. Because apparently that's all the joy I have left in my life. This is how sad my state of affairs are, that I just have to go to the mall to just do things, just to go out, have an excuse to get out of the house other than doing exercise and whatnot, or go to church. And I was like, okay, so today is my birthday eve. So since I'm not going to go out anywhere on Saturday, might as well just enjoy myself and buy myself some treats, like give myself some birthday gifts. Like nobody ain't gonna give me shit. I'm 45 years old. My cuteness died a long time ago. Back when I was a kid, people were, "Oh, he's so cute. Look at that little buche, que lindo." I would find it very odd and uncomfortable if somebody would say that shit to me now.
I don't think you're gonna let anyone come that close to do it anyway.
My wife might. Yeah, my wife.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Yeah,
or your daughter. But that's it. I don't think anyone else.
Yeah. After that, if anybody come to me like, "Oh, you know, like the sign of the cross to you."
Oh, it's gonna be Bernie Mac slap.
No. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. Be gone, demon. In the name of Jesus.
Don't put that evil on me.
Be gone, demon. In the name of Jesus. Anyways, so I bought myself a couple of shirts, some comic books because I'm still a nerd.
Really?
Yeah. I bought myself some comic books, and then I went to Best Buy, and I saw Red Dead Redemption 2 at $19. I was like, no, I haven't played an RPG in like 20 something years, because the last RPG I did was Metal Gear Solid,
which is coming out with a new thing too, I heard,
on PS1.
Oh, well, no, I'm saying they're coming out with some new stuff, I think.
Yeah,
soon.
But what I'm saying is that the last RPG game that I played was back on a PS1. And those were beauty graphics back.
Oh, those were the best you can get
back in the day. And I wasted a week of my life playing that game because I was smart enough, because back in the day, you know, the internet was not that big as it is now. The internet was just like a couple of years birthed on Earth.
Yeah.
It was like a couple of years old. So you didn't have all the stuff that you needed. And video gaming in DR is big, let me tell you. It is big. Always has been. And there was a video game store that even sold the magazines and even sold, that back in the day they used to sell the magazines that had the cheat codes and whatnot of certain games. And they sold the one for Metal Gear Solid. Like, well, I'll be taking this, thank you, because I already bought this game. So guess what? I needs to know how to beat this game. I needs to find out. And with the aid of that magazine and a week and a half of my life wasted playing for like 8 or 9 hours straight, because you got to understand, I just graduated from high school back then, and I wasn't working. So I was a stay-at-home bum doing nothing, just counting my monies, and that's it. Given by daddy. Yes, I was one of those back in the day. Thank God I outgrew that phase. Anyways, so I didn't have, at that time I had the luxury of time, which I don't have anymore. So I question myself, why the hell did I buy Red Dead Redemption 2? Because I started playing a little bit on Saturday, and I was like, this is going to be taking a while. This is going to be taking a minute. Because I started playing immediately, and I was like, oh, so this is a long-term game. Because you got to be involved. This is actually you in a very, very involved in every freaking decision. And you got to be physical about shit. I'm like, so I don't just get to swing around and like in Spider-Man and shit. I gotta shoot peoples and ride horses in the dead of winter.
A little bit.
I'm like, damn. Okay. God knows when I'm gonna have the time to play this game. So I'm questioning. I mean, I'm not regretting why I bought it because I've heard that it's a great game. It's just that, like, okay, you are not 18 or 19 anymore. You don't got the time to invest in a game of this magnitude. You ain't got the time for it. You ain't got the time. You got to work. You got to be sitting in front of a computer for over eight hours straight a day. And by the time you're done, you're like depleted of all energy, of any desire or will to do anything. So I'm like, why the hell did I buy this game again?
It's always good. I mean, whenever you have time, you just do it.
Yeah, but I still haven't finished Spider-Man 1 with the Peter Parker one. I barely started a Miles Morales game. So I'm like, I already have too many games that I have very little options to play with them at the time. So I guess I'm just going to have to go with each one of them little by little every moment and every, like, I don't know, maybe schedule my my gaming time and say, okay, so-and-so day I played this game. So-and-so day I played this game and whatnot.
That's why I haven't bought WWE 2K. Because it's like...
You're trying to find out when is going to be the appropriate time.
And in the appropriate time when I buy it is probably going to be the time, when I can either buy it for really fucking cheap or PlayStation Network is going to be like, here's a free game. Take it. Because they do that. Every month, PlayStation offers you to download a game for free.
Oh, I think that's how I got the Dragon Ball fighting game. I got it for free.
Yeah. So they always do that, which is awesome. So I just gotta.
I did have to erase a lot of stuff from the PlayStation in order to fit in that Red Dead Redemption game because it's over 100 gigabytes.
Yeah, it's almost every game you buy now. It's definitely 70 and above.
But that one comes with 2 discs, man. I thought these days were over. I thought these days of selling it because Metal Gear Solid was 2 discs back, but that's understandable because PS1 technology, it was limited. But this game, it was like 1 disc is like, oh, this one is the data disc and the other one is the actual game. Like, how much data do you need on this motherfucker?
Well, you can see the storyline is huge. I'm just waiting for what GTA 6 is going to be because 5 took a fucking lot.
Oh yeah, I was talking to teenagers last night from the church and talking about video games, and they were all like all about Mortal Kombat and GTA, and I was like, "Aren't you all kind of young for this?" And they were
GTA is crazy, like the shit that's in there, the prostitution and the smoking of the weed and the killing and the stealing of the games.
And one of them, which I consider the one that is that has it more held together up there in the head. She was like, "Well, as is a good coping mechanism for me." I'm like, okay.
yours was WWE, and hers is GTA.
Okay, so because I reduce my violence into simulated pretend violence, which is what WWE in a nutshell is, whereas GTA is straight up murdering people.
Well,
straight up,
hers is a little different. I mean,
straight up murdering, stealing, and other stuff that is completely ill.
Yeah.
And it's the most selling game in the world.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. What can you do, actually? What can you do? But it is what it is. It is what it is.
Well, 6 is supposed to be like this major freaking thing that's supposed to like what they were gonna do is do like the map of the whole world, like the whole United States. But I don't think they got clearance to do that.
No, that's why they kept calling it other. They had other names to cover up the actual names of the. Like, for example, you understood that Liberty City was automatically New York. San Andreas, that's California.
No, but I'm saying this game, the new one that was coming out, they wanted to make it of the map of the whole United States, like you can walk on your street kind of thing.
Oh, they wanted to go there.
They wanted to go there.
Yeah, I don't think that we're gonna be allowed to go there.
Well, I just don't think. I just think. I mean, PlayStation 5 has the power to, do anything like that, but I just think it would be just too much. I mean, they've already been waiting since 2014 to give us another GTA. It's been over. It's going to be almost 10 years. So they need to get something out now, soon rather than later. And what they do is, Rockstar takes this time on each game. Like once they did GTA 5, they spent all their time doing Red Dead Redemption. And then they take the next year or two to patch it up, make sure the game is good, give you other releases and things like that. But and then they focus on their next game. So they literally take their games every like 5 or 6 years.
It's like doing an animated movie.
Yeah.
Because it is a movie. Those games are a movie.
They're basically giving you a movie in a game fashion. So, but you take GTA 5 and you put it like, I watched like these YouTubers, and what they did was they created a whole server, put the game on, but they modded the freaking game so much it's like real life. Like they're driving cars that we're driving in real life on these games.
What I liked about the mods is that when they put like superhero characters in it, like they've done the Superman mod, the Flash mod, the Hulk mod. I always enjoy those. I die laughing watching those because they do the Flash one so good. Then they do the Superman so good. I mean, they can't dress him as Superman because licensing.
Do. Well, they do, and then they'll either take down the video. But there's things very similar to shit. I mean, they're driving BMW cars and they're not hiding the logo. Because basically what these guys are doing is they're configured, like they either download it from someone, like they're downloaded from this website called GTAmods.com, when people are like basically make the cartoon like for gaming. So they'll take like my car, which I don't think they ever done it yet. They're taking like these high end class cars. They're modded, so they do the interior, they do like the engine work, they do how the car sounds, how the car moves, the top speed of the car. They configure all this out, and then
they'll
put it
save
onto
some
the
money
website.
on Tesla because those Tesla don't make no sense.
Yeah, so Tesla, but I mean they do, but in Tesla, you know, they're doing the whole interior, how the interior looks on a Tesla, and these freaking guys, I mean, whoever does all this work and graphing and modding like these cars and making them good for games, they're on point. Like I can show you, I can like send you videos of interior cars that I watched this guy do, and I mean they're on point. Like it's like you're right there sitting in the same car.
It's amazing that how people just find stuff to do with anything. Like they just need the inspiration, and they'll just hover over it and just follow through. I mean, it's crazy.
Well, it's like they say, you built it, they'll come. You put a Walmart in the middle of nowhere, I guarantee you the foot traffic, the traffic alone on cars, it would increase by 20,000%. Because someone's like, oh shit, it's a new Walmart, let's just go.
Anyways, well, I mean, we've been getting a lot into the video games, but getting away a little bit from video games, you saw that Aaron Judge has been training with the Yankees recently?
Yes. He's not 100%, the pain's not 100% gone, but he says he's getting better every single day.
Well, it's a good sign that he's at least training with the team again. That's a good sign.
Yeah, he's been with the team. They said that even if he wasn't on the field, he was doing they have like this gravity-less like treadmill. So he's been like running on there. He did some throwing before, you know, just to throw. But the good thing is that he is swinging the bat, which means he's transferring the weight. Okay.
Okay,
right
but
now.
has it been officially confirmed that it was an Achilles heel?
It was never an Achilles heel. They first said it was a toe ligament sprain.
Okay.
And then he came out and said he broke his toe.
Okay, that was when. Oh yeah. I remember you mentioned it last week that he ran through a wall and pretty much fucked his toe up.
Well, yeah, Dodger Stadium has like this
old school
concrete step where the doors close going into the bullpen, which is not great. So when you're going out for a catch and you're not used to that stadium, all you're doing is going out there for a catch. You don't, you know. He hit. Yeah, so he made an amazing catch, and his foot just right into the wall. It just smacked right into that concrete block. And then the doors even opened to the bullpen, which it could have been a lot worse. I mean, the guy could have, you know, hurt his head, banged his head, whiplash, hurt his elbow, broke it. You know, he could have done anything on that.
But at least he's training back, so that's good news. That means that there's a hill that he's already overcome. Maybe there's more hills up down the road, but at least that gives us an option that at least that he might come back later on this year and do something at least to qualify for the playoffs.
Yeah, this team, I mean, they were winning when I came up here, but this team hasn't been the same since he left. I don't know. I mean, I know he's one player, and it shouldn't count on one player.
But he's the captain.
That's what I lean back onto is this dude is the captain of this team, and, you know, other people
depend on him.
The veterans on this team need to step up for him. If, you know, since, I mean, he's there every single day, but it's like, what can you really say when
at least he's taking his role as a captain very seriously, because if he's traveling with the team, even though he's hurt, that means that he's taking his positions seriously.
Even like doing the All-Star break that they just came back from this week. Yeah, they came back on Friday because they had the home run derby on Monday. All-Star game on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's always on Tuesday.
He didn't even go. Like, he was voted for starting for the All-Star game, and he was gonna go and just join the facility, just join the fun and stuff like that. But then he decided to stay in New York and actually get some more treatment and do some light hitting. So he's taking that money that he's getting seriously. Some people take that money and just was like, he can just be like, fuck it, I'm not.
You'll be like, deuces.
Yeah, I got my money. I'm just gonna go to Seattle and just have fun. But he's trying to get back on the field, which is good.
Yeah, I mean, it shows the character of the man. It shows that he has character, that he cares. He took value. It wasn't just all about the money. It was also about the responsibility of that title of being the captain. So hope he gets better soon, and hope the Yankees start getting better soon.
Well, he had a good person to look at to see how a good captain is. And
Jeter?
Yes. He did it with class, did it with pride. And if he had to say something to someone, he didn't do it in front of everybody. He did it behind closed doors.
Yeah, he kept it. He washed the dirty laundry in house.
So he kept everyone in check. And just like
that reminds me of you saw this video's been out on Instagram that Jeter went to one of these Fox Sports things that Alex and Big Papi are in. And Big Papi was like, "Oh, it's your birthday, so I gave you a gift."
Yeah,
and gives him a Red Sox jersey, and Jeter just sees his name in the back of the jersey, just whoop,
right off the thing. Well, Jeter is now part of Fox Sports' crew, so he's with A-Rod. So they do the most important games for Fox.
Oh, so he's gonna be their Joe Rogan now.
So he's
for UFC.
Well, he's on there, yep. Okay. No, well, he's on there permanently. Like anytime there's the London game was huge for baseball to have a game in London, so Fox bought the rights.
Do they even have a baseball field in London?
They made one
just for that game.
For that game, yeah. Well, they have games all over. So they're trying to do
what is the name that they call the closest thing that they have as baseball over there? Cricket, was it?
I don't know. Do they play cricket?
I don't know. I don't know what the name is of the sport that they play. They use an ungodly thing that looks like a bat, but it's not.
It's like a paddle.
Yeah, it looks more like a paddle. Like you smack somebody's rear end with it.
Yeah, it looks like what they used to use back in the day.
Smack you.
Yeah. But
you get out of line, they're like, "Oh boy, you won't learn today."
When you see that come out, that's the moment you know
you done fucked up. They're like, "Mommy, no, I'm sorry, mommy. One smack with that thing, your soul leaves your body. Your body just stays there and takes punishment, whereas your soul is like, why am I seeing my body getting tortured?
I'm fucked up. But yeah, he's part of that crew now. So anything that they any big games like the World Series is done by Fox. Jeter's probably going to be on the crew on that. I think they fired Frank Thomas.
Why?
Actually, because they wanted Jeter.
Damn. That's kind of cold.
I don't know if they fired him just to have Jeter, but they let him go and then they hired Jeter.
Anyways, I would imagine when Aaron Judge comes back to the Yankees dugout as not like a full
player,
a full player is going to be like this. Yeah, it's the sunshine.
Volví, mamagüey.
So yeah.
You're not gonna say nothing. You're gonna no sell it then. You're gonna no sell it then.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
You imagine he actually said it like that. Coming back in the dugout. The other teammates were like, where the hook at? Where the Brugal?
I'm gonna stay shut. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right. That boy, yeah, boy, look like there's some mixing in that gene pool, and Dominguez know all about that. Woo, woo, that was good.
Oh, man.
That was good. This is the one that you like, though.
Size of a Tic Tac.
That's why your breath smells so good.
That kid is special too. That bullshit and that kid. They're gonna do some big things in life.
That's why your mom's breath smells so good. Oh
You
my
think
God.
it's the size of a Tic Tac.
Tic-tac. And
That's why your mom's breath smells so good. Damn.
What I noticed in the video is that both of them did the spit take.
Yeah, but
The
the
mom and
mother
dad.
hit the dad. Like, see, this is your fault.
Yeah, but the
It's your
mom
fault.
reacted that way too. But she reacted because she just held back. The dude didn't hold back. He didn't give a damn. The dude was like, I guess that's one of the moments that he's gonna be flashing his brain before he dies. They're like, I'm so goddamn proud of my kid. At 8 years old, he cussed out somebody so badly. He snatched his soul in one sentence. Whew, Jesus. That's powerful.
I'm guessing you like the Uncle Joey stuff that I sent you yesterday.
I think I got it saved.
No,
No.
but I sent you during the text message the happy birthday.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know which one to send, so I was like, oh, fuck it. Send both.
You mean this one?
Generation, no dick. And I did the fucking research. When I was
yeah,
growing
that's
up
what I sent you
in
today.
the 70s, you got a thermometer in your asshole. Yes. They used to put a thermometer in your asshole. Think of the result of what that did to people. If we go backwards, we're going to see how many people are gay because for years they were getting a thermometer put in their asshole. The blacker the better. The blacker the better. I want you to bring it back. I want high fives. I want fucking chains out there. I want everything. We're not going to stand online like donkeys. That's what we've become as a country. That's why we'll never move. Because we've become donkeys. Fucking donkeys! Donkeys! Cubans swim to avoid that feeling. I know, but what's it got to do with the fucking price of eggs?
What it
the
has
fuck?
to do-
We got fucking AIDS, we got diseases, we got fat kids running around.
And
What
that-
the fuck do I give a
that
fuck
doesn't
if a thing
mean-
lands in Mars? I hate that fucking ranch shit. Don't put it close to me, don't put it around me. It's either blue cheese with wings or go fuck your mother. That's the next shirt, all right, please. Just young.
Oh my God. It's Uncle Joey. I mean, you know that we haven't mentioned Minky Juice yet.
Well, we mentioned the WWE. No, we did mention him once.
Oh yeah. We did mention Minky Juice. So, but no,
What's his name what's his name? Didn't want to work with him.
Eric
so he
Young.
went. Yeah,
Eric Young.
Eric Young didn't want to work with him. So
Well,
he went to AEW.
No, he didn't went to AEW. He went to Impact, which is
Impact. Oh shit!
Exactly. Who's watching that show?
What channel is that on?
Access TV.
I don't even think I have access to that.
Nobody does. You gotta go to Twitch and see if you can find their channel. Whew. I mean, they're doing fine. I mean, it's like the last place. Like that's the medium place there that is just there for people that are like, I don't want to work for Tony
like
Khan,
single
and I don't want to work for Minky
Vince
Juice.
McMahon.
So if you want to still live in the States and still have a job in wrestling that it pays you okay-ish, then you stay there. I mean, this guy who's red hot right now in WWE, LA Knight, he was known there as Eli Drake. And by the way, let's mention that, although this controversy is not like 3 weeks old now, but Kevin Nash, Mr. Torn Quads extraordinaire. he walks 2 steps and he tours a quad. That's his gimmick. He breaks his quads. No offense to him. He's more athletic than I am. He can beat my ass now. He's in his 60s. He can still whip both of our asses in his sleep. But he was mentioning something like saying like this dude, LA Knight, he's like a Rock and Austin ripoff because he's using catchphrases and his character is more of a demeanor of the Attitude Era. Mm-hmm. And I mean, LA Knight hasn't responded to that directly, but he kind of made a claim. They kind of asked him about it. He didn't respond to it directly, but he says, well, I can see why people would say that because my inspiration, the time I came up watching wrestling was when Rock and Austin were there. And if there's no original thoughts in this earth, and you borrow from what you learn. And if I do have some cadence that sounds like The Rock or sounds like Austin, well, I guess I borrow from the best. If you're going to steal from somebody, you steal from the best. And I don't think that you can go wrong with taking stuff from The Rock and Austin. But when I see him, there's some similarities. But I wouldn't say he's a dead ringer knockoff of The Rock and Austin because he doesn't look like them. Mm-hmm. He doesn't dress like them. Maybe the catchphrasing and whatnot maybe does similar to late 90s stuff, aka Attitude Era, although he's nerfing it down because, WWE is still a PG product nowadays. So he's kind of nerfing it down and making it more palatable for the tasties of the little kiddies that are watching now the show. So he's not going blatant out saying stick it straight up your candy ass, but he's making he's alluding to that area. He's alluding to that. How they used to say ass before they said ass, not butt. But Shawn Michaels used to say, "I'm going to shove it down where the sun don't shine."
Yeah.
Basically stuff like that. So you automatically get the innuendo. It's still basically a PG version of say stick it straight up your candy ass. So I guess that's why Kevin Nash was critiquing LA Knight. But look, to each his own. LA Knight is doing great. His character is the latest character that is not Roman Reigns or anybody within the Bloodline storyline that his equity has grown exponentially by itself, by him being him. And his t-shirts are selling like gangbusters. Last month, his t-shirt was the top 3 seller in the company.
Wow.
And that's just him being himself. He's not even in any big angles or anything. He's just being himself. It's just that people like his character. So I think that WWE should do something with the dude. I mean, they were close to it in Money in the Bank. It was seeming that for a moment he was going to win the briefcase, but they gave it to Damian Priest. No problem with that in my eyes whatsoever. Damian deserves it. It's just that I think they would have had something there, but I don't know. Triple H did say in the conference, because they even asked him after the Money in the Bank conference, like, did you guys think you dropped the ball by not putting the briefcase on LA Knight? Because look how the people reacted to him, and people booed the shit out of the result that he didn't win the Money in the Bank, and Triple H's answer was, "Good things come to those who wait." So basically saying, you know what, we got our eye on him, and we got a little something ready for him. Okay. So it's just hoping that he does. They do actually do something with him and make him. I won't say a superstar immediately. I mean, the dude is in his 40s, LA Knight is, because he was born in 82, I think. So yeah, he's in his early 40s. So he's no spring chicken. So the time they have with him that they can use him is very short.
Running out.
It's very short. But then again, Batista came in WWE in his mid 40s.
Yeah, but that dude is built like a brick house.
This dude too. LA Knight is built like a shit brick house too. He's big. He's huge. He got a good image for the product, and he looks like a look. He looks. How do I compare it? Like he has the body of like a Chris Masters. You remember him?
Yeah.
The Masterpiece. He kind of has the body shape of a Chris Masters.
Okay.
A little less beefy though, because Chris Masters was roided up the gills.
No, really?
Oh, where you been? Where you been, boy?
I think a lot of these guys that are beefy like that are freaking up at steroids and shit.
Yeah, but at least it's they're now in a better place. They've cleaned up the sport. Speaking of cleaning up, Warner Brothers, who are AEW's TV deal partners, they distribute the TV on TBS and TNT. They brought the hammer down on AEW because AEW was basically doing ECW stuff on TV and getting away with it. Cussing, bleeding, and all that stuff. But WB came down with a hammer this week and throw some rules that they wish to implement on AEW. Say, okay, no swearing, no bleeding. No seizure, no acting out like you're being convulsing or having a seizure. Like they want to tame down the product because basically they're going to nerf it into WWE level. Because WWE very seldom, very rarely you get somebody bleeding nowadays. It's like an oddity that you see somebody bleeding in WWE. It's like very odd. Whereas in AEW, it's like, well, there's Jon Moxley bleeding again for the trillionth time this week.
Well, Mankind wouldn't have been Mankind.
Well, it was different eras, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In this era, Mankind wouldn't have.
No, he wouldn't have made it. He wouldn't have made it this era because his level of violence was just off the chart.
You wouldn't even think of throwing that man off the thing.
No, it wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened. Like today's wrestling is very nerfed compared to what back in the day wrestling was. In terms of like the amount of violence that was allowed back then and the amounts of things that you can do. Like for example, they also in AEW they banned chair shots to the head because guess what? AEW was still doing chair shots to the head, even though we already know about all these studies about concussion studies that has gone out, and they were still doing chair shots to the head. And nowadays, you can't do that. I mean, in good conscience, you just can't do that.
Ain't nothing wrong with a couple of chair shots.
Yeah, I mean, if you want your brain scrambled.
Make Foley is fine.
Long term afterwards, but at the moment, when The Rock gave him like 16 chair shots to the head, in that Royal Rumble where he had his hand handcuffed, couldn't even protect himself or raise his hand to protect himself because he had the handcuffs behind his head, behind his back. He couldn't even. He was just had it taking those chair shots clean to the head, and they talked about doing 6 or 8. Rock gave him 16 chair shots to the head. I mean, that is something that
his bell a little bit.
Yeah, but it's something that I think Rock apologized afterwards. But still, 16 is excessive, man. 16 chair shots to the head is excessive. That is too much.
Well, that was wrestling back in the day.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it right. It don't make it right.
Oh, no. I know it don't make it right, but
it don't make it right at all. Anyways, So, I mean, we already talked about video games, wrestling. We did a bit of sports with the whole Judge thing. Him possibly coming back. We don't even mention the Mets because...
Who?
Exactly.
Who?
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
Exactly. Why waste time there? I mean, like, who are the worst owners in history right now of a professional sports team? Like, Dolan is up there. He's in his Mount Olympus up there. He's on his Mount
Dolan's
Olympus.
number one.
Yeah.
It's just...
Then the Mets are like number two. The owner of the Mets must be number two.
Yeah, but it was the old owners of the Mets that really fucked up that team.
I mean, Bobby Bonilla got paid this year again.
Well, if you really look at it, Ken Griffey Jr. is still getting paid by the Reds, but they don't say shit about the Reds.
Well, look, I think it's more of the business savvy of the sports agents that got them the contract, because within those monies that they be getting every year, that sports agent getting a little bit of that quan.
Oh, of course.
They're getting a little bit of that. They're still getting a little bit out of that to this day.
Oh, yeah, of course. But I'm just saying, it's like they always talk about how the Mets are still paying him and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I don't think that Bonilla is the only exclusive ball player in the history of Major League Baseball that had that type of contract. That you're already mentioning that Ken Griffey is still getting some money out of the Cincinnati Reds, and he's been retired for a minute.
Yep.
He's been retired for. I mean, I would believe Judge wasn't even playing when he retired.
No, he wasn't.
There you go. So, like, yeah, these people, it's just a business, but still, the fact that you let yourself get screwed royally that way, and like the diminish of returns that these teams have had, specifically the Knicks and the Mets, the diminished returns.
It's that blue and orange in our team color.
I guess that's the moral of the story. Don't mix blue and orange together, because that's just a spell for fucking a team.
Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, don't mix blue and orange. Those two colors do not mix well. That's a recipe for disaster.
Recipe for anything. It's crazy.
Ah, man. So we got Dolan and the owner of the Mets. Who's worse than that? I mean, we wouldn't say Jordan, but Jordan already sold the Charlotte Hornets.
Well, I don't think the sale went through yet.
But it's practically a done deal.
I mean, talk about players that still getting paid big time. This guy named Chris Davis from the Baltimore Orioles. Orange. Team is orange.
Keep that in mind, folks. Keep that in mind.
This dude was a hitter for like 3 years. So the Orioles gave him a 7-year deal worth $161 million.
I take that back. What I said, the Mets. I take it back.
So I'm reading here. So leading the pack. So this is like leading Bonilla, Griffey, former Baltimore Orioles slugger Chris Davis at $14.8 million. Davis, 37, retired in 2021 after a 13-year major league career. He led the league in homers twice and made one All-Star appearance, earned the Silver Slugger Award in 2013, and signed a 7-year, $161 million extension in 2016 with $5.6 million retained salary and $9.2 million in deferred compensation. Davis would earn more than any player currently on Orioles roster. He also received roughly another $56 million it will receive roughly another $56 million through 2037. Ken Griffey Jr. claims the second spot with 3.6. He joined Cincinnati in free agency on a 9-year deal with a $116.5 million contract in 2000. Since his deal concluded after the 2008 season, during which he was traded to the White Sox before finishing his career in 2009 and 2010 with the Mariners, Griffey received a payment shortly of $4 million each year, and he will pay out the final time in 2024. So he's done next year. But here's the thing. Bonilla was smart because he kept saying, okay, so you owe me 1.8 now. Pay me 1.2 and save money, but just make it longer.
Yeah, I think we've gone through this explanation with the Bonilla thing before.
Yeah, it's just crazy. I'm looking at all these things that people are still getting paid after they've been retired. Manny Ramirez is still getting paid by Boston, $2.2 million.
I guess now we know why he ain't doing dick.
Boston's on here twice. Dustin Pedroia.
Oh my God!
You know him, right? He just retired this year. He's getting paid $2 million.
Oh my God! I mean, in this day and age, you would think $2 million is chump change for those type of ballers, because
is any triple A player out there be willing to take that salary and work right now, or even half that salary?
Anybody under the sun would take that money right now.
Anyone in lower playing baseball lower than the major league right now would take that money.
Dude, something is better than nothing. And for them, this must be like chump change for them. For us, this is all the money in the universe plus taxes.
The amount of money Griffey, Chris Davis, any of these players made in a lifetime, you wouldn't even sniff it. And what they did, and I'm not downplaying what they did for a living, is hit a ball with a wooden stick.
But they do it well.
They can hit it
did it well.
Since they could do it well.
Better than most.
Made all that change.
Better than most.
Bobby Bonilla is 60 years old, and this dude's still making millions.
That's his retirement fund right there. Like
Griffey Jr. is 53. Manny Ramirez is 51.
Yep. And I think he's living in Australia now.
Who? Manny?
Manny.
He's not living in DR?
No. He's I think he's a manager. No. He's a manager for a baseball team in Australia, I think. But he's a manager player. Because he still, once in a while, swings the bat.
Still hit like that?
I wouldn't doubt. Dude's still built like a shit brick house.
No, he gained weight, dude.
Dude, I saw a video.
The last time I saw him, he didn't look that great.
But he still looks good. I saw a video. Dad sent me a video of him giving, because, he's a Christian now. So he's cleaned up his life. He's not fooling around like he used to back in the day. So he was giving, Christian literature to people in the street. He was mad thin. Still got his clinejas.
Well, I'm reading here. It says on January 11th, 2021, Ramirez was released by the Blue Sox without making an appearance due to the uncertainty of the season due to COVID.
Oh, so he was
An
released.
ongoing medical problem prevented Ramirez from playing or training with the team. So that's in 2021.
Okay, so
I don't see anything for this for the upcoming year. So
look,
you might have seen a thing from before.
The thing is, he's still making money.
Oh yeah, no matter what, he's gonna make money for a while.
He's still making money. He's fine. I mean, and now that he's in a better
Japanese ball in 2017.
And since he's not, binging like he used to back in the day, I don't think that money is being wasted anytime soon, unless he's a little cuckoo wasting money on stupid things.
Well,
But in terms of him womenizing and alcoholing and doing binging like he used to back in the day, I don't think that's in question at this time.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, anyways, I think we can end it here. We've covered enough bases as is. No pun intended. Talking about baseball.
No, I'm sorry. I was reading. That was crazy. Just the amount of stupidity these players. Oh, man.
What do you expect? That's what they do. That's what they do. Anyways, let's put Uncle Joey here.
It's a beautiful day to wake up. Look at the fucking sun. You know, you don't need no fucking check, no handout from the government. That's why you're here. You need a fucking shovel, an axe, and maybe some lies. Start burying people. I don't give a fuck what you do. But it's better than sitting there waiting for a fucking handout and talking bad mouth in your fucking country. We're the most powerful fucking savages in the world. Stop with the ranch dressing. Stop with the fucking tattoos. Grab your fucking balls. You're an American. Have some fucking pride to you, you fucking cocksuckers. I love you.
We love you too, Uncle Joey.
We always have to end with Uncle Joey. Always. So remember, the T Public store is always on 35% or over discount. Get something there. The link is always in the description. Our website, huskybarboopod.com, where you can check our old episodes there. Also, our social media, Husky Barbu Pod on Instagram and Twitter. Yes, Twitter is still a thing. The Threads did not end up killing it yet.
They say that Threads is like down by 20%.
Yeah, because there's very limited things that you can do in Threads. I mean, there's some things that you can do, then there's some things you can't. For example,
I
you
haven't
can't
even tried it. So
Threads, you can't do hashtags on Threads. You can't do hashtags. Whereas you can do it on Instagram and on Twitter.
Okay.
But so there. So remember our personal social medias, that Ariel Duran at Instagram and Twitter, and Johnny Boy 426 on Instagram. Do not look for us on Facebook. That is a futile attempt in your life. You will be wasting time and energy trying to get that approval.
That's just one big black hole.
Yeah, you're gonna be there for all eternity, waiting.
Pretty much.
Today's gonna be the day they accept me. Nope.
Nah.
Nope.
And plus, what do you want to see us on Facebook for? We're not famous. We're just two husky baboos. This is our therapy.
No. This is what I would say when they try to get us on Facebook.
¿Qué piripiropi del diablo? Tú me estás hablando a mi demonio. ¿Qué
Yeah, that. Right.
Your reaction is like, okay. It's like, oh, I didn't understand dick, but okay.
It was too fast for me.
Oh, okay, here it goes again.
No.
¿Qué piripiropi del diablo? Tú me estás hablando a mi demonio.
All I heard was the devil
¿Qué
in your talking to
piripiropi
me.
del diablo?
¿Qué piripiropi del diablo tú me estás
What the fuck does that
hablando?
mean?
It's just slang. It's like, what garbage are you talking about? All
What are you
right.
talking about, Willis?
Exactly. Basically is that. I guess this whole podcast has been this.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
You stopped at the good part when Adam Sandler was like,
No, I mean that's boy. You think we gonna get cussed and then we got to put a little icing on the cake like that? No, that's it. It's throw the nuclear holocaust in there and let the bygones be bygones. let the chips fall where they may. Hey, Oppenheimer is coming out this week.
oh my God.
Very apropos.
All right. Well, Facebook is off limits, guys.
Basically, that's the gist of it.
Thank you for listening to 122. I guess we'll try to be back next week.
God willing. God willing.
If Ariel's still around and doesn't broke out because of this job of his.
If I haven't committed suicide. That was dark.
He's just joking, guys. I check in with him every single day. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, I'm saving that bullet for a special occasion. Anyway.
Oh my God. On this note, we're going to end it here. Everyone have a great week. Stay black. Peace out.
Cliffhanger. Gang, gang, gang.
To be continued.